This video, I wanted to show you the navigation of Schoology where everything is located. So once you log into eastpennsd.schoology.com, not just schoology.com, once you log into this eastpennsd.schoology.com and use your Google credentials, you will be taken to this initial page. And I just wanted to quickly go over what the navigation of this kind of looks like. So when you're first brought here, you will see that it is taken to my recent activity. Recent activity means any course or group that I am in, and if someone posts an update or something along those lines, it is going to stay here as part of my feed. And obviously, I can go back really far as I need to. So anything, as you can see, I'm in different courses, different classes, and anything that is hosted will get pushed down just like a traditional feed on Facebook, Twitter, social media, and things like that. From this main screen, I have the ability to post an update, assignment, an event, and things like that right from here rather than going inside my course, which we'll get to in another video. But outside of that recent activity, the other option here is I can go straight to my course dashboard, which looks very similar to when I would click on courses, which I'll get to in a second. So under that course dashboard, it is going to show me the courses that I am enrolled in. The big difference here is that it shows me a good amount, whereas if I clicked on courses, it only shows me 12. Beyond the 12, I would need to click on my courses, and again, we'll get to that in a second. So we have recent activity, which is kind of your news feed, and then you have your course dashboard. If you notice on the right-hand side, this is a calendar that I'm not adding things to. This is a calendar of assignments, updates, events, things going on that have been embedded into any course or group or school that I'm a part of. So if I add dates from the district, everyone falls with under that district, so it would display for them. If I have a math test on Friday, May 1st, it would show here as long as it is associated. So it's really nice from a parent perspective as well as students that they can log in. They can see all of their courses as well as everything that's coming up regarding of their courses, kind of a little snapshot. If they want to go further than that, they can also click on calendar and it would open up their calendars. And again, I can get to that in a second. Across the top, again, I mentioned we have our courses. So those ones will be pre-populated because of our sync with PowerSchool. The only course teachers would ever need to make is if it's something specific that might be, let's say, for example, one they want to make with a teacher because they're testing something out, things like that. Other than that, everything will be there for them, their homerooms, all of their classes that they teach for the day, those would automatically be there. They would automatically turn over at the end of marking periods and semesters. Groups is highly used for departments, curriculums, student clubs and activities, class of groups, so that you can disseminate information specifically to, like, say, the class of 2026 if you want to get information out to them. You could do groups of buses if you want to get information out to students specifically on that bus. Because remember, anything that we put out, once a parent, which we'll talk about later in another video, a parent is attached to that child, they would also receive some of these updates or have the ability to see them. Groups are not synced with PowerSchool at all. They are automatically created. You can see I have a few here right now, but they are mainly driven that teachers can create the groups, add students to them, and you'd be able to add resources and communicate that way, which is really nice. Resources, think of resources as your online H drive, or it syncs with your Google Drive. So I have the ability to create collections of different things. So I have all of my courses that I've done previously. I have some introductory stuff that I've kind of curated and working with some teachers. These are collections. I also have some things that are shared with others. The beauty of these are that, and this will be discussed further in another video, is that I can take any of these and embed them into my own course or share them with others to reuse. So it's a nice way to kind of keep things organized. And you can see those are your personal resources. And again, in another video, I'll go deeper into these, but you have some other options in here, as well as the ability to access your drive. Over here, just the magnifier, I can search for people, different things like that. The next one is the App Center. There are different apps that you can install for your course to make things a little bit easier and more embedded. That kind of makes your class a one-stop shop, which is really nice. The calendar piece is huge. You can make a school calendar, as well as just like some other things, you can make classroom calendars. So when we were talking about that front page, when they could click on calendar, they would open it up. And you can see right now I have all calendars. I can have it so that it's just opening one, that if I would click on one, there's nothing here, but I could do one of 36 calendars. And those automatically populate because they are automatically attached to each class, as well as they can be linked with Google, which is really nice, so they can go both ways. The next one is messaging. You can, administrators can message teachers, teachers can message students, students could message teachers. However, there is no student-to-student messaging that is there. This is a large way that a lot of our teachers and students communicated, that we would have students reach out to teachers, asking for help and things like that. And it was a great way to do that. The bell is just a notification, whether it's request to, connect with another colleague, or just notifications that, a student submitted work or a new grade was posted, things like that. That is where your notifications are. And then you have your profile in the upper right-hand corner, as well as some of your settings and notifications and things like that can be set. So all of those things can go a lot deeper into, but it's good to have an idea of that layout, of having that bar across the top, all those tools, and as well as understanding the recent activity, course dashboard, and calendar. So even though I am logged in as a teacher, this would look very similar as a student, but they would have all of their content-driven courses, not necessarily ones that I've joined with other teachers. So check out some of the other videos to dive deeper and learn more about each one of those tools.